Hey guys, Mr. Schreiber here. I wanted to go over some of the problems that I know some students are struggling with uh, on the homework number 30. So let's just dive right in. This is one of the problems that you guys see that I know a lot of students are struggling with. It's something like 7 here is less than y minus 28. It says for each value of y, determine whether it is a solution of this. So is 37 a solution? So if we plug that in, instead of y, we plug in 37, and it would be 37 minus 28. Right? 37 minus 28, that's going to give you 9. And the question is for you is this true? Is 7 less than 9? The answer is yes. That would be a yes. And let's keep going. Is 32, when you plug in 32, 32 minus 28 gives you 4. Is 7 less than 4? 7 is not less than 4, so we would go no. And you can do this for every single one. You plug in the numbers and ask yourself which is going to be true. Is 7 less than 10? Yes, it is. But is 7 less than 7? Well, a number that if it's the same cannot be less than the exact same number. So in this case, this would be a no. Let's take a look at the next one. You may see a problem like this where it says graph the inequality below. A is less than or equal to 9. So if we have like a 9 right here, and I said you need to graph this inequality, you need to show me on a graph what this means. That's what that means. Show me on a graph. Well, if it's less than or equal to, we put a dot because it can be 9. It can be 9. Or it can be 9 or any number that's less than 9. It can be 9 or any number that's less than 9. So this here is that right there. Let's give you another one here. Let's try. How about A is greater than 9? Well, if we have a 9 here, A has to be greater than 9, which means it's all the numbers that are greater than 9, but it cannot be 9. So we have an open circle. An open circle says that it cannot be 9, but it can be any number that's greater. And do you notice right here, watch this line. Do you see how this line right here, that line, see how it matches? It goes here. Kind of matches, it matches the direction that it goes. Let's try one more. How about A is greater than or equal to 9? Well, if it's greater than, again, it's the same thing as this, but it can be 9. It can be greater than or equal to 9. Here's a good example. If you guys ever decide to go and ride the Raptor at Cedar Point, you can be 4 feet, I think, or taller. So you can be 4 feet tall and ride it, or taller. Let's go over another one. It says Caitlin's exercises no less than 30 minutes per day. So how do you write this as a form in inequality? So no less than, what is no less than 30 minutes? So I like to kind of plug in, can you do at least 30 minutes? Can you do 30 minutes? Sure, you can do 30 minutes. So she exercises no less than 30. So can she do 29 minutes? The answer is no, she can't do 29, but can she do 31 minutes? No less than. In fact, if you don't understand that, you can plug in your own example. No less than is she can do more than 30 or she can do exactly 30. So no less than is greater than or equal to. The same thing here. Fuel efficiency of a car is at least 35 miles per gallon, and then I like to plug in some numbers, at least 35. So if you are getting at least 35, can you have 35 miles? The answer is yes, you can have 35 miles. It says use F to represent it. Can you have a vehicle, if it gets at least 35, could you have like 30 miles per gallon? Well, the answer is no. If you have to have at least 35, then you would have 35 or more, 35 or more miles per gallon if you have at least. If that's a little confusing, that's understandable. What I want you to do is plug in your own example. I like to use